Hey, I'm Taurasi from the Phoenix Mercury, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion Radio.
So I got a two-part for you. One, you are known as the GOAT. And your peers say it, predecessors say it, the youngsters say it. First question is, how does that make you feel when you hear that said? It's not just once, it's said, it's known. So how does that make you feel? And then part two, how excited are you to play with this team with all the additions?
I mean, whenever you get mentioned in that breath by your peers, I think that means more than anything. And I just think that comes from being consistent, trying to get better every year. And even at this point, year 17, I feel like there's still room for growth in a lot of areas in my game and a lot of things that I want to do, especially on this team. When you look at our roster, like you said, having BG back, having Skylar have a full offseason and a full training camp, bringing in Kia Nurse, Lon, Sophie, and Breezy coming back for their third year. I feel like there's just a lot of positives coming in. Megan Walker and Shea Petty after the summer she had with us last year. You just see all these things and all these pieces, and if we can get on the same track and working towards the same goal, I think we can do some special things this summer.
Next up is Raphael Haynes with the 3-point conversion, followed by Michelle Vopel.
Hey, Kia, how are you doing today?
Good, thanks.
Good. Kia, it's media day, so we're not going to be too serious today. So I know you and Bria are very tight. I want to ask you first, if your spirit animal, can you say what is your spirit animal and what do you think Bria's spirit animal is?
Oh, no. I'm never that serious, so don't worry about that. I would say my spirit animal is a giraffe. That's why I had giraffe peas last year. My family, my brother especially, has a very long neck, so we used to make fun of him for that. So we're called the giraffes, according to my mom. And so that would be my spirit animal. Bria, I think she would be a bit of a lion. I think it's a bit like she knows what she wants and she's gonna go and get it and she's gonna fight for it. So she's got that kind of predator to her, but like that wild kind of outside of the box kind of thinking, that's also Bria. So that's where I would say she's a lion in a lot of ways.
Kia, what did she think your spirit animal was? And she said a lion. So I want to know, what do you think your spirit animal is? And then what would you say her spirit animal is?
I think she's right with the lion. I'll definitely go with that. Her spirit animal, that is a tough one. I wonder what she said. A butterfly.
Definitely okay. A long journey, but I'm blessed to say I'm starting my 9th summer, in the WNBA. It'll be my 8th on court. And just to be here and be in this situation to say I'm a veteran in this league, I've overcame what I did. And I think, I got a lot of criticism, obviously coming out of Notre Dame. I felt like, I was one of the first to really be on that social media stage, and really popularize the headband trend and just everything that I brought to the culture of the game. I don't think is appreciated or recognized at times, but I definitely know what I brought to the table to women's basketball, to the WNBA.
All right, Brittany, thank you for joining us. First up is going to be Raphael Haynes with the 3-point conversion, followed by Paul Richardson.
I'm sorry, I just missed my whole mouth trying to drink some water. Oh my God, it's early.
Hello, Brittany, how are you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. I need some coffee probably.
If you can choose any part of Diana's game, Skylar's, and Bria, what would you take from their game and add to yours?
All of it? No. I would say Diana's mentality. I think every time she shoots the ball, she knows it's going in, and I know it's going in, so I'm running back on defense anyways. So that mentality that she has to just win every single play, Skylar's ability to read pick and rolls and get in the paint and make decisions around bigs, that's exactly what I would take. And everything Bria does is just smooth. When you watch her shoot the ball, it comes off with ease. The backspin's always perfect. She's got the perfect arc all the time. So I would take that from her game as well.
Diana's deep threes, and then Skylar's quickness for sure, and ball handling. Yeah, I'll take those two things from both of them.
So, well, actually, all three of them kind of do a good job of this. I think all three are really good at drawing fouls in the game, which I think is really important as a player. I'm like okay at it, but I think I could get a little better. Or I swear sometimes the refs just don't see when I get fouled. But definitely draw more fouls. Just because, you know, those times when you're missing shots or whatever, you're missing buckets, you can just get to the free throw line and kind of get yourself back on track. Once you see that ball go through the rim, it makes you feel a lot better. But if you're missing and stuff and then you can't get to the free throw line, it's kind of one of those things that kind of drags out. But definitely that. I mean, Diana's shooting ability is obviously probably the best in the WNBA. So just she's able to hit shots from all over the place. I think I can hit some shots, but she definitely has that range on her game. And then with Skylar, definitely how she's able to finish around the rim, and not just with her like left hand, like she finishes like some finesse shots really well with her right hand. I'm like, sometimes I feel like I have some good finishes, but then when you get to that left hand, it's a little shaky. But definitely admire watching how she's able to get to the rim and finish over bigger players.
Sometimes I'm human. For the most part, I do good with it. And then I have my moments where it's just like, I'm human, you know, it gets to me. Like, and sometimes like I'll have like a little back and forth with somebody on Instagram that's like super over entitled or doesn't know anything about our league or anything about me. You know, everybody always has their own opinions, and I'm all for opinions. It's just sometimes how they attack our league and us as women playing basketball. It's just it's just rude and honestly disheartening.
Who is jumping off the page at you in camp?
Bria Hartley.
Why?
Because, you know, people don't really understand how tough it is to go through, you know, injuries and major surgery, and just the mentality that you have to show up every day and go through tedious, you know, things and rehab. And, you know, it's just, it takes a toll. And on top of that, being a mom and, you know, everything that comes with those things. So just her spirit, the way she shows up to camp every day. She's literally the first one here doing stuff, and she's on the court getting her individual. She's like, she's here all day. You know, that determination, that passion that she has for basketball. And it really drives us to see her pushing herself, you know, trying to get back on the court, doing everything that she could do. And it's been great to watch her progress as somebody who's been through it. You know, so really it's been her that's been impressive, because if she can get up and do these things and put this in, you know, it's no excuses for any of the rest of it. So I've been impressed by her work ethic, and, you know, it's behind the scenes, but yeah, I'm rooting for her.